Welcome to this episode of Nac Edition. I'm Esteban Nambo.
And I'm Will Hackney. As always, Nac Edition is a program made by students right here at SFA. It's a news magazine featuring stories on campus and around Nac.
This week, we'll be bringing you stories from about the SFA Theater Department, MOG, Poetry Jam, and the Fall Foliage Trail.
We're also covering where students can get the best deals on food in the SFA Zombie Run. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's Nac Edition.
Hello, I'm Alexis Paul.
Hello, I'm Bradley Hildreth.
The old university building is one of the most historical landmarks in Nacogdoches community. Here's Chantel Harrison with more on the story.
Hello, I'm Chantel Harrison. Today we'll be taking a look at one of the oldest buildings in one of the oldest towns in Texas. Come on, let's take a look. The old university building is a historical landmark and one of the local structures listed in the National Register of Historic Places. The university building is presently a museum run by the Nacogdoches Federation of Women's Clubs and contains period furnishing and artifacts from its earlier days. We're standing in the Museum of the Old University Building, where history is alive and well. The Republic of Texas chartered Nacogdoches University in 1845 to fulfill East Texas settlers' ideas for higher education. This building is referred to as the mother of education here in Texas. Not only did it house the Nacogdoches High School students, but at one point it even housed Stephen F. Austin State University students as well. The university building has been in continuous use for school purposes except for 2 years during and after the Civil War. This building has served in many ways. From 1861 to 1865, this building was used as a Confederate hospital. After the war and the Reconstruction period, the building was again used as a school. Great history has happened right here in these walls. Even the great Sam Houston walked these very floors. The old university building is still being used today. The old university building houses many of the community events, such as weddings, photography sessions, and even their annual community play. To find out more, the information is provided below. I'm Chantel Harrison, reporting for Nac Edition.
All right, Nacogdoches hosted its annual art walk in downtown. Here's Alexis Paul with more.
I'm here in downtown Nacogdoches in the Cole Arts Gallery at the 27th Annual Art Walk. This annual event includes pieces from Glass Castles, Church Art Gallery, the Old Opera House, Wildflowers, and more. This event has something for and is open to everyone. Several students from SFA displayed their artwork and talents on Main Street in downtown Nac. Daniel Baugh, a metalsmith major, demonstrated surface treatment, which is an ancient technique used to make metal jewelry. He said that he likes to put his own spin to the technique.
I'm just taking a contemporary approach to it, making organic shapes, things that you want to touch.
Baugh talks about the different jewelry he makes, such as brooches, chain link bracelets, and a ceramic technique for jewelry called mocha made.
Mocha made, this is mixed metal, and so what I'm doing with this is just layering the pieces and carving it away so you get a special pattern.
We sat down with another art major whose paintings were shown in the Cole during the art walk. This is Alexis Paul reporting for Nac Edition. I'm here with Levi Smith, and he's going to tell us about his pieces here in the Cole Art Center.
I've got some pieces out here, out front. You can see the backs of them. And then I've got this piece right here. Its title is Maxie Mao. It's one of my good friends. It is actually the figure. It's his likeness.
So where can we find more of your artwork?
More of my artwork? Well, I'm chained to the art building over at the university, and so you could find me there doing artwork. I have a little online profile at bluecanvas.com/LAVANTEY if you want to check that out.
I'm Alexis Paul reporting for Nac Edition. You know, saving money is something we all have in common. Let's go to William Blanchette, where he'll tell us where in Nacogdoches there is some good deals on food.
Today on Nac Edition, we explore how to get the best deals in the Nacogdoches area. Especially in these hard times, saving money is a must for people. So we found the best places to go shop for groceries, or just go out to eat and not have to worry about hurting your wallet.
Right now we have a 10% discount for students with an SFA ID. We have dollar beers and dollar tacos from 2 to 6 every day. We are a college community, and so with these deals you get people that can't afford as much in.
Other deals include getting a $5 large topping pizza at Little Caesars. It's perfect if you're trying to watch a football game or host a group of friends. And best of all, it's always hot and ready for you. Bookshare Brothers also has deals for low prices on drinks and food. Their Power Prize allows for a good bargain. These deals include 4 for $12 for any kind of soda, and also Bookshare Brothers bread for only $1, and a Thanksgiving deal that you can't resist. Nacogdoches also has plenty of fast food value menus in the area. These fast foods include KFC, Burger King, Jack in the Box, McDonald's, Taco Bueno, Taco Bell, and Wendy's.
For groceries, I shop at Walmart. I normally get my water, a couple Hot Pockets, some ramen noodles, and a few snacks.
Food-wise, I try to look for the lowest prices. Like when I go to Walmart, I look because they drop their prices and lower their stuff.
I usually just buy like off brands and cheaper things. Like I check all the prices, and if I find coupons, I usually use them.
Reporting for Nac Edition, I'm William Blanchette.
With the trees showing their full fall colors, local residents can enjoy the area's scenes from the comfort of their cars. With more on the story, here's Randall Teeter.
With gas prices so high, many don't take drives for leisure anymore. However, for about the same as the cost of a movie ticket, people can go out and enjoy this year's Deep East Texas Fall Foliage Trail, running from November 10th to the 30th. The trail, which is composed of scenic routes in the area, runs through Nacogdoches on Highway 21, right through the heart of town on Main Street. Local residents and visitors can drive along the trail and observe the colorful seasonal changes. We spoke with Dr. Hans Williams of the Arthur Temple College of Forestry about the changes in the local plant life.
As the days get shorter, but chlorophyll production, the pigment that makes leaves green, starts to reduce. And as a result, those species of trees that have orange and yellow colors in their leaves start to come out.
The window of opportunity for people to get a glimpse of the foliage is short, normally lasting only a few weeks.
The leaves don't stay on the trees very long, and they'll tend to brown up and fall off the trees pretty quickly here.
Those interested can pick up a map at the Nacogdoches Visitors Bureau in the center of downtown. For more information, call 888-OLDEST-TOWN. That's 888-653-3788. Or go online to visitnacogdoches.org. Reporting for Nac Edition, I'm Randall Teeter.
SFA's organization Soul to Soul Gospel Ministries had their first annual gospel revival. Here's Garrett Jones with the story.
Soul to Soul Gospel Ministries is a Baptist student ministry on SFA's campus with a vision of teaching God's Word around campus. Soul to Soul had their first annual gospel revival this past week, along with guest speaker Pastor Broussard. Here's Soul to Soul's President Alex O'Ville with more details.
Soul to Soul Gospel Ministry is one of the various ministries here on Stephen F. Austin campus, and what sets us apart from the other ministries is that not only do we have Bible study, but we also incorporate the Word through the works of God by having Mind Ministries, Gospel Choir. Not only that, we also have Mind Ministry, and what we do is we rehearse here at the BSM, and then we go out to across Texas to Texas A&M, all kinds of schools, and minister with them and fellowship with them and express how good God has been to us right here on campus.
The revival was open to the students, staff, and citizens around the community of Nacogdoches.
is still good, that God has their back, that God has not left them and that God has not failed them. So we like to revive our ministry, not only because they always point out to other people. When we go to ministry, we pour out to various people, and what we want to do is we want to make sure we pour back into our ministry by, doing those type of things.
For more information about Soul to Soul, contact Alex O'Ville at 832-955-6327 or visit soultosoulministries.com. Reporting for Nac Edition, I'm Garrett Jones.
SFA's University Police Department is taking their protection of the ladies of the campus to the next level. Officers are making an effort to empower young women with the skills to protect themselves when they are faced with danger. Anissa Pinson has more on this incredible story.
Members of SFA's University Police Department make it their mission to keep this Nacogdoches campus safe, but their latest self-defense class is giving women the exclusive tools and techniques to protect themselves as well. This Rape Aggression Defense class, also referred to as RAD, was brought to SFA by Chief of Police Mark Kosich and is intended to teach women better techniques to help themselves in the event that their safety is compromised. The class is coordinated and taught by a team of trained officers who explain scenarios, demonstrate moves, and serve as practice partners for each RAD participant. UPD detective and RAD instructor Amanda Kennedy believes this free program could be beneficial to any woman.
They're going to learn a technique, they're going to learn a move, they're going to boost their self-confidence, and it's going to show them that they actually can, defend themselves and give them that motivation to actually be able to walk away and do something.
Once the ladies have been empowered with the basic skills and techniques that they can use to defend themselves, then the officers suit up and give them a chance to practice. The policemen wear special protective gear as they play the role of an aggressor. This gives the girls a lifelike experience and reinforces how they should react when they're faced with danger.
My biggest motivation is I know that I'm helping people, and I know that these ladies are going to walk away with something, and if there's that one person that is able to protect themselves and not get injured or hurt, then I feel like I've done something for that person.
Reporting for Nac Edition, I'm Anissa Pinson.
To sign up for classes or simply get more information about UPD's RAD self-defense class, contact the SFA University Police Department at 936-468-2603.
Brad, we've seen some wonderful pieces so
Great,
far.
incredible.
Yes. So to see any of the student work featured here on Nac Edition, the viewers can visit our YouTube channel by searching Jack TV SFA.
You also can follow us on Twitter at @NAC_edition. We'll be back after the break with more on Nac Edition. Stay tuned.
Don't move. Welcome back to Nac Edition. I'm Alexis Paul.
And I'm Bradley Hilger.
The SFA School of Theater keeps the entertainment coming each year with this variety of shows it produces for the public. Here is Sunshine Kemp with more on the SFA School of Theater.
This is Sunshine Kemp reporting for Nac Edition. The SFA School of Theater brings forth education and learning to the community of Nacogdoches. The Mad Woman of Shiloh had its final performance on the main stage this past Saturday, November 17th. For those who missed the opportunity to see the Mad Woman of Shiloh, Ben May, Assistant Director, gave us a brief synopsis of the show.
How the businessmen and the brokers, the bankers, are all trying to take over the world. And the Countess, the Mad Woman of Shiloh, she finds out about this plot, and so she comes up with this great plan to destroy it.
Stage Door will be the next upcoming show from the SFA School of Theater that will open February 26th and run through March 2nd. Of the main shows the theater performs, there are many other performances that are brought to Nacogdoches by SFA Fine Arts.
We do have our Children's Performing Arts series, which is touring shows. which is actually done through the College of Fine Arts, and it's geared towards children. But we also have our university series shows, and that's where we get musicians. Ballet Folklorico was just here from Mexico. We have had the Moscow Ballet, and it's through the College of Fine Arts. We have a system set up where different acts come to Nacogdoches.
SFA's School of Theater also hosts a theater workshop over the summer for high school students to sharpen their skills and knowledge of the theater. For ticket information or to learn more about the current or future performances, contact the SFA School of Theater at 936-468-4003 or visit their website at www.theater.sfasu.edu. This has been Sunshine Kemp reporting for Nac Edition.
The Poetry Jam, sponsored by Men of God Christian Fraternity, was a night to remember. Here's Larry Allen with more on the story.
MOG, which stands for Men of God, is a Christian fraternity on the SFA campus. MOG was created in 1999 by Brian Miller, Rodney Shepard, Spencer Jones, Roswell Smith Jr., David Moody III, and Damian Randall Dennis at Texas Tech University. The chapter at SFA campus was founded in March of 2002. MOG has a total of 4 chapters. They range from Dallas, Texas Tech, Pennsylvania, and Stephen F. Austin. This fraternity was created because they felt the power of God on their lives to bring out a much-needed ministry to the world so they could truly serve God. MOG is known for doing work throughout campus, but they are mostly known for holding Bible study classes every week on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. This fraternity threw this event because they want to edify and encourage students through poetry.
We chose to do the Poetry Jam because MOG had a reputation of being a good Christian ministry, but we kind of confined to our own little box of just, Bible study, and, we might pass out little Bible study flyers, but we weren't really incorporated with the students on campus. We weren't really trying to get out there and trying to reach them, and so we decided to do this Poetry Jam.
Delegations with temptations, I just need a revelation. You see, trying to reach my expectation is going to take a transformation because hesitation just be waiting to stop my destination. You see,
their main purpose is to spread Christ and promote brotherhood around the college campus.
You wanted to find a commonality where you can really be transparent with other guys that are struggling with the same thing and get encouraged. And I think the Word of God mixed with the interpersonal relationships through Men of God Christian Fraternity really helped me and make me become the man I am today.
To learn more about MOG, visit their website at menofgodchristianfraternity.com. This is Larry Allen reporting for Nac Edition.
Zombies have invaded the intramural fields and Lanana Creek Trail in effort to promote a healthy living. Here's Mr. Isaac Ramirez with more.
The Survival of the Fittest Zombie Run, also known to many as a dress rehearsal for the zombie apocalypse, was held on Saturday, November 10th. Student body president Dennis Hagan says the event was designed to promote exercise and a healthy living here at SFA.
We do know that within this given society, we do have a very high ratio within America of students being obese at this particular age. So to kind of promote a lot of health and wellness throughout SFA is really what this event is set up for.
The Survival of the Fittest Zombie Run raised proceeds for area schools so that children attending could have new equipment to play with. Participants warmed up for the start of the race, but little did they know that over 100 zombies were scattered around the trail with a very important task: to turn you into a zombie. Participants were given 3 flags, and as they ran the course, zombies would try to take them. If you completed the race with all your flags, you would be considered a survivor. The zombies were released onto the trail in the afternoon, and they were hungry for their favorite dish. They were hungry for brains.
It took us about 15 minutes to do our makeup. The theater students put it together, and they were real professionals, and they were really loving it.
If zombies weren't enough for the participants to deal with, they were also forced to contend with obstacle courses that contained mud and some high jumps. Although the event was more about physical endurance, there were some sights along the trail that would mess with the participants' heads. The winner crossed the finish line way before the others and was excited to have survived.
Feels pretty good, yeah, especially how I survived, so I was happy about that.
The zombie run was a physical test of endurance, all while having fun and promoting a healthy living in our community. Reporting for Nac Edition, I'm Isaac Ramirez.
If you enjoy winners, then you'll enjoy this. The SFA soccer team just finished one of its winningest seasons in school history. Head coach Tony Amato was recognized for the team's success. Here's Matt Green with more.
Prior to the 2010 season, Coach Tony Amato was hired as SFA's women's soccer coach. Within the 3 years that Amato has been at SFA, he has clinched 2 Southland Conference championships and in the process won back-to-back Southland Conference Coach of the Year awards. He's quick to credit his players for his personal success.
It's a real credit to our team, the players that we have. You know, they get recognized for what they do, and as a result, that leads to the head coach getting recognized.
After leading Rollins College to the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament in back-to-back seasons, Associate Athletic Director Matt Finley recognized Amato's success and hired him as the SFA women's soccer coach.
You always want to hire someone that has a track record of being successful. We wanted someone that had been a head coach.
Coach Amato sets a standard of excellence to succeed not only on the field, but more importantly, in the classroom.
We've had as many girls that have made first and second team all conference and are recognized for their athletic ability. We've had just as many kids that have been recognized for their academic achievements.
Even though Coach Amato is losing a core group of seniors, he's confident that the returning players and his recruits can continue the winning standard that his previous players set.
We definitely want to keep the success going. You know, I mentioned earlier that group that's leaving has really put us at a new level. And the group coming in will be expected to keep that moving forward.
With Coach Amato at the helm, success of SFA soccer is only bound to continue. For more information about the Lady Jacks, log on to sfajacks.cstv.com. Reporting for Nac Edition, I'm Matt Green.
With Thanksgiving just a few days away, Richard Hafley has a cool craft idea to make your dinner memorable. Let's check out how to make a turkey placeholder.
You'll need styrofoam eggs, craft glue, pipe cleaners of different colors, crazy eyes, red construction paper, yellow construction paper, scissors, pen, thumb tags, and of course your little name plate. First you start with your styrofoam egg, and you'll take the dark brown pipe cleaners, and what you want to do is you want to kind of drive the pipe cleaners into the styrofoam to where it sticks like so. And then once you get it nice and firm, you can go ahead and start wrapping the pipe cleaner around the styrofoam egg. And then you kind of stick it in there like so. See how I'm sticking it in there with the pipe cleaners like that. Due to time constraints, I've already finished up wrapping one egg. And the finished product, as far as that, will look just like this. Now it's time to go ahead and start giving your turkey feathers. And what you want to do is you want to go ahead and make a little fold like that and then kind of crimp it together. Maybe give it a little twist. Give it just a little bit of a loop so that you can see that it is a feather. And then you want to take the back of your little turkey egg right here. And again, you want to start driving it into the styrofoam. And now you have the back side of your turkey. You take this wonderful yellow construction paper right here, and we're going to kind of go ahead and cut around it to kind of cover up that little thumbtack. Take your turkey that you've already started to make, and we're going to attach it right in the center, roughly. And now you have your nose. Your little turkey won't be complete without any eyes. And now your turkey can see. To see the final product, you can visit the YouTube page, Nac Edition Thanksgiving Turkeys. This has been Richard Hafley. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
If you would like to join Nac Edition by suggesting stories for us to look into or check out SFA's Mass Communications Department as a whole, please visit the website below.
There you can find pictures of our new studio, faculty and staff bios, contact information, and learn how you might be able to join us here at SFA.
We will be back after the break with community roundtable discussion right here on Nac Edition.
Stay tuned.
We will be back.
Welcome back to Nac Edition Community Discussion Roundtable. I'm Randall Teeter, and with me are
Dustin Hoyt,
Isaac Ramirez,
and William Blanchett.
Today we're going to be talking about the financial fiscal cliff that's coming up. Dustin, hit some key points on what's going on.
Okay, well, we've got the big cuts coming up. It's going to be $500 billion from the Republican-held defense, and then we've got another $500 billion coming from domestic spending, such as welfare, food stamps, schools, all that stuff. It's across the board either way. Is a fail-safe that was put in to force Congress to finally put a budget together and get things under control.
Mm-hmm. Is it all, you say it's coming from both sides of the table, both sides of the discussion, both Democrats and Republicans are having to give something up?
Yes and no. They've gone the entire over 1,200 days without putting a budget, which is one of the principal jobs of Congress. Like, the first thing they do when they come into session is, hey, let's get a budget so we know what we're going to spend for the next year. Mm-hmm. Well, they haven't done it for 1,200 days for over 4 years, and they've not passed a single budget. And so what they did was, with the mounting debt, they instituted this cliff. So it's like, okay, we're going to play Russian roulette, and after that fifth pull, we know there's a bullet. And so it's basically, if they don't get the budget passed, then those cuts go into effect, period. Okay. And so it was kind of a scare tactic to force them into doing their job.
But keep in mind, this is called the Gang of Eight. 8 senators got together to try to hammer out a deal, 4 Republicans and 4 Democrats. And they have been on the job for hundreds of days. You brought this up. And nothing has gotten done. That's why I think we should go ahead and let these cuts go through, because apparently our Congress doesn't do anything. Let the cuts go through. We need to fix our debt. If the debt continues to shoot up crazy like it is right now, our economy is just going to get worse. Right, Bill?
Yeah. Oh, is it my turn to talk?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I think we don't have a revenue problem in this country. We have a spending problem. Ever since Obama's been in office, spending has gone up by 84%.
Did you know that during the Bush administration, that's where most of the spending came from?
That's
actually
funny,
our debt came mostly from the Bush administration. 20% of our debt was just the Bush tax cuts.
Yeah, that's only 20%.
Also, Medicare Part D was on top of that.
There.
Also, the war in Iraq. These 2 wars that we had going on.
It's been 4 years. It's been 4 years.
Yeah, and
no, your training wheels are off.
Okay,
your training wheels are off.
But the debt hasn't gone.
Republicans
like to say that the debt doubled.
You're still talking,
but
okay? Obama's been president for 4 years.
It's not true.
It's not true. He hasn't been president for 4 years.
It hasn't.
He
has been president for 4 years, and he's trying hard. But it's kind of hard. But it's kind of hard to do anything when you have a Congress.
Stop talking over me.
He's
been president for 4 years. At what point does it become his fault? Does he just his entire presidency say it was somebody else's fault?
I'm just saying, respond to Bill.
You're just saying nothing.
No,
okay?
to what Bill said.
For 4 years.
What Bill said was that debt has gone up ridiculously.
Wait,
hold on.
Bill, what was your point that you were trying to make about that?
Well, I just think we're spending way too much. I mean, it's like the bailouts and all that. Mobile, the auto bailouts and all that. It's just we're wasting money.
Okay.
I mean, we talk about raising taxes, right? You want to raise taxes? I mean, let's look at the first Great Depression. Why we were in the first Great Depression to begin with? I mean, look at the Revenue Act. It was aimed at people making the most income from 25% to 63% in hopes of bringing confidence back to business. And all this did was just put us in a bigger debt. And that's what we're seeing now. This is what Obama wants to do. He wants to increase taxes on businesses, but it just doesn't work. Let's just look back at history.
When Bill Clinton left office, right before Bush took over,
because
there was a budget surplus.
Yeah, because of the 1997 tax cuts.
Now this whole bailout situation, we had
hold on for a second. It was because of the 1997 tax cuts that he worked with Republicans with.
We had to bail out
Give
GM.
them credit. Did they have a good point of doing that?
We had to bail out GM and Chrysler to avoid all these job losses. When Obama took over, we were losing over 100,000 jobs per month. Now we're actually adding to the economy.
We're 11%.
Over 100,000 jobs
unemployment
per month.
It's still worse than it was 4 years ago.
And it's not even a bailout. It was more of a loan.
We're worse. This shows that the economy is not growing because we're worse than we were 4 years ago.
They paid back everything.
The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. You can't defend that because we're still worse than we were 4 years ago.
And more importantly, how come no president in the history of the government has ever had to bail out a business before?
Private sector companies are there to do this. Private sector companies actually offer less stipulations and better interest rates than the government offers anyway. So all you're saying is, oh, the government had to do something, had to step in. The poor economy couldn't survive without the government. If that's true, then how is it that we have had thousands of years of flourishing economies? Okay, we didn't get to this last
That's a good point, Dustin. But let's get on to one last point that I think we can all maybe discuss a little bit more lightly hearted on. Colorado passed in the recent election the referendum to legalize marijuana under an ounce for recreational use.
And Washington State.
And Washington State, of course, as well. Your thoughts, real quick.
Well, I mean, I have to say I'm always going to be more in favor of liberties, but in terms of passing this law, it did virtually nothing. I mean, all it did was show that the states were interesting, and it was an overwhelming majority. I believe it was like 55% to 54%, but it wasn't anything that's going to take effect because federal law still takes precedence because of the Commerce Clause.
Let the people smoke. What's going to happen? They drink, they get drunk. Let them smoke.
Well, this is what happens when we let people drink and smoke. They become uneducated and uninformed, like my friend here, Isaac Ramirez. And so that's why we shouldn't do that.
Okay, that's all the time we have for today. I'd like to thank everyone for participating in today's discussion. We'll be back next week with a new panel and more topics to kick around right here on Nac Edition.
Thank you for watching this episode of Nac Edition. If you'd like to suggest topics for our future shows or find out what we'll be covering next week, follow us on Twitter at @Nac_Edition.
You can also see all the pieces shown in Nac Edition, other student work, or episodes of our programs in their entirety on our YouTube channel at Jack TV SFA.
Nac Edition will be back next week with new stories and another hot discussion panel.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Nac Edition.
Ask some Jacks.